Esther is the 17th book of the Bible and the last of Israel's historical books. So it takes place in Persia between the events of Ezra 6 and 7 and tells how God preserved his people from destruction. So what makes Esther unique is that God's name never appears in the book, yet his providence is seen in every little detail, proving that even when he seems silent, hey, he is still in control. He's God. So the book divides into three main sections. Chapters 1 and 2, Esther becomes queen. Chapters 3 through 7, Haman's plot and God's deliverance. Chapters 8 through 10, Israel's victory and celebration. So the book begins with King Ahasuerus ruling over 127 provinces. So after Queen Vashti is removed, Esther, a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, is chosen as the new queen. Esther 2 verse 17 says, "And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head." So soon after, the wicked Haman rises to power and persuades the king to issue a decree to destroy all Jews in the empire. When Mordecai learns of the plot, he urges Esther to risk her life by going before the king uninvited. Esther 4 verse 14 says, "For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" So Esther fasts and she prays, then courageously approaches the king. She invites him and Haman to a banquet where she reveals Haman's plot. So the king orders Haman to be hanged on the very gallows that he built for Mordecai. In the final chapters, a new decree allows the Jews to defend themselves and their enemies are defeated. The Feast of Purim is established to commemorate their deliverance. Esther 9:22 says, "As the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor." So Esther shows God's unseen hand directing every event, turning danger into deliverance, fear into faith, and tragedy into triumph. This book reminds us that God always protects his people and that he places us where we are for such a time as this.